What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Ripple to USD. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, as well as leave a giant thumbs up on the channel. For all those who do not know, we are so close to 5,000 subscribers, and yes, there will be a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers. So please do make sure to be subscribed to the channel, as well as turn on those post notifications. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Litecoin price prediction for the end of the year, as well as give you guys some news on the recent StarBucks possibly accepting cryptocurrency. But before I jump into that, let's just refresh the coin market cap and kind of get a better look at the market and see whether or not we are trading down again or if we are continuing to go up. So I'm checking out the market cap right now. We are currently at 257 billion on the coin market cap. So around 7 billion increase since last night. We have a very low 24-hour volume at 10.8 bill. And then we have a Bitcoin dominance, which is seemingly going back down at 47.3. So it was at a high of around 49% around 2 days ago. When I scroll down to show you guys the top 10 cryptos, you can see we are in a nice, beautiful uptrend, and or I'd consider it a consolidation point. There's no double-digit breakouts or bullish patterns, but we are consolidating and moving back up, pulling back up. Bitcoin at 7,000, finally back above that $7,000 barrier. Up only 1.4% though. We see Ethereum at 411, still staying above 400, which is very nice, up 1.5. And then Litecoin up 2.74% at $75. So very nice to see Litecoin closing finally above that $70 barrier that it was holding. Definitely going to continue the uptrend. Definitely something I want to go into a little bit more in depth in a second. But as you can see, no coffee for Bitcoin. This is a Cointelegraph article, so shout out to them. StarBucks clarifies as media misrepresents its new crypto venture. So definitely interesting. It says StarBucks clarified that it will not be accepting Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies as payment, despite misleading reports from mainstream media. Earlier on Friday, New York Stock Exchange operator, the Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, announced plans to create a new global platform and ecosystem for digital assets, dubbed alongside a group of big-name enterprises including StarBucks, BCG, and Microsoft. Following the major announcement, a number of mainstream media outlets, including Bloomberg and CNBC, ran misleading headlines, such as CNBC's new StarBucks partnership with Microsoft allows customers to pay for frappuccinos with Bitcoin. Extremely misleading, directly implying that the partnership would mean customers could purchase items at Starbucks with cryptocurrency. A spokesperson from the multinational coffee chain clarifies in comments to Motherboard that in fact customers will not be able to pay with frappuccinos with Bitcoin, but rather the company is a part of a new venture creating platform to convert digital assets like Bitcoin into US dollars, which can be used at Starbucks. It said, and lastly, at the current time, we are announcing that the launch of trading conversion with Bitcoin of Bitcoin. However, we will continue to talk with customers and regulators as the space evolves. So to put that rumor to ice, we are no longer, Starbucks is no longer accepting cryptocurrency, and I know that there are a few other YouTubers making articles kind of hyping that up too, but with the clarification, Starbucks, Microsoft, they're not currently going to be accepting, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely kind of curb stomped whatever volume that could have potentially boomed from hearing about that price level. So that was definitely, I guess, in more or less it was bad news. But to give you guys a price prediction on my Bitcoin and Litecoin end of the year quote, I want to kind of just zoom in on what exactly is happening with Litecoin and where I could potentially see Litecoin and Bitcoin going. This is definitely a bullish case scenario. Obviously, we can try to play a bearish one too, but let's just check this out here. So right now you guys could see we did fall quite a bit yesterday, down to around $73. Is there a support here? That is definitely a good question at best. Let's kind of see. And yeah, there is one actually. This is kind of like the bottom for Litecoin, I'm just going to move it up slightly. You can see where that bottom is right here on the currency. So that's definitely nice to see that we have been to levels as such, but we are currently climbing back up. You can see we were in that oversold territory on the 4-hour, which pretty much ensured that we were going to come up at least in a short-term notice. And that is exactly what is happening. You can see we're climbing back up. And I think in due time, we should come back and retest this high-low middle moving average right around the point of this descending triangle. Now, when I zoom out to the daily, I want to look at all the coins. You can see we bottomed out here. You can see this was a wick, but on the 4-hour, it was an actual candle. So a wick here. You can see we had these triple bottom right here, but unfortunately it didn't hold true. We could potentially move back up and use that as a support, but you can see that we are currently trying to climb back up. It's definitely nice to see we are quite low on the RSI in terms of the daily, so there's plenty of room to climb back up and retest that 76 level, gain support, and then kind of see where we play out at the bottom of this downtrend right here. And I personally think that we should break bullish from this and retrace back up to around $100, kind of where the high-low middle moving average is, and then use that as some sort of resistance. Hopefully break above that, but we'll see. So to give you guys my price prediction for Litecoin for the end of 2018, what I really want to show you guys is, in my personal opinion, if we look at this, this is a downtrend. For sure, a golden downtrend. Did not mean to move that. Sorry. But you can see, when you see a descending triangle as such, what I personally tend to do is use the mouth of the triangle. So from the bottom here all the way to the top is considered the mouth, and this is around a 446% run. Now, to adjust that accordingly, you want to take it from the point of the breakout and move up around 446%. So if you notice, a 446% jump is around, let's see, around a $425 Litecoin, basically bringing us back up to the top of the breakout. So I do think playing a more moderate approach for 420 could be a very long-term high point where the currency Litecoin could potentially reach. To play a more conservative route, I believe we most definitely will retest this area right here where there is a lot of resistance at around $167. I do think we will get there. And I think playing it conservative, I could see a $250, $300 Litecoin potentially by the end of the year. If things go well, if we do break bullish from that, and by that I mean, you can see this this yellow downtrend right here. If we manage to break out of that and continue to ride up, we should be able to climb back up to ATHs. So that definitely looks good. We look beautiful on the high-low middle moving. We look beautiful on this RSI, currently at around 39. And you can see there has been 0 to no volume being pushed in the market at the bottom right here. So that's another thing to note too, that we are currently climbing down to the bottom of this triangle. You can see right here we are at the bottom. We are finally starting a new candle. You guys can see it is green. That is a good sign. We are at the mouth. It's pretty much, this is the cracking point. We're going to see where where Litecoin wants to go, whether it's going to break up or break down. I personally think it's going to break up. You can see the high-low MMA finally coming into play. So that is also going to act as major support on Litecoin. So with that being said, I do think we should break bullish from that and at least go up to $100 very soon. Moving on to Bitcoin on the 4-hour, you guys note that we were entering that oversold territory. So that is why Bitcoin on the 4-hour has kind of stopped and slowly started to trade back up. Being oversold on the 4-hour gives it plenty of room to continue to grow in the short term. You can see we finally entered more of a neutral territory, but we could continue to climb up, only being around 30 on the RSI. Plenty of room to move up, plenty of room to go higher. You can also see we currently broke down. We kind of were playing around in this high-low MMA on the 4-hour, broke down from that, caught this resistance here, or this channel right here. You can see where we've had that in the past. That's kind of where it was this time. Then it broke down even further and is now kind of hitting a lower support right here. So definitely an interesting move. You can see where this reverse head and shoulders pattern is. If we did fall or continue to fall, I was anticipating a run to the bottom here, but it seems like it caught another support level somewhere in the market. You can see it's retesting this right here, this resistance level. So if I just zoom out right now to the daily, we'll get a better look at that in a second. So you can currently see what I'm talking about right now. You can see when the price decided to fall, it fell down and grabbed onto this support. So you can see where the resistance was here. You can see the support right here. And now you can see it's currently, this is a tough one. It's either acting as a support or resistance right now. I believe it's acting as a slight resistance because we are not over that. But one good thing to note is that Bitcoin was due to pull back down. And I've been saying this day and day again in all my videos. We were overbought on the daily RSI. So that had plenty of room to pull back down. And honestly, we needed to pull back down because this is not a maintainable area. So a small pullback was needed. This wasn't unexpected. I did call it. We are now sitting at around 44, which is very nice, and I do think we can finally have more potential to trade sideways and continue to climb back up. I do think Bitcoin is going to try and breach the 75, 77 level, and then eventually the $8,000 level, but definitely move back up to this $8,000, sorry, this $7,500 high-low middle moving average. To give you my weekly Bitcoin price prediction for the end of the year, again, you guys can see there is a really big descending triangle forming on Bitcoin. You can see we managed to actually break bullish from that, which is definitely good news. Just scanning how big of a jump Bitcoin had, around a 230% jump, which isn't terrible. Now to move this over to here, you can see at the mouth of the breakout where we were in play, the same 233% jump will get us back up to the top around all-time highs at around $19,000, $20,000. Now that is definitely a more bullish approach to things. It definitely is possible for us to go much higher. You can see that this could be a very, very, very big bull flag in that. This could be the biggest bull flag in history. If I just drew that like this, you can see, boom. Sorry, let me just draw this a little bit better for you guys. I'll use some TA lines, but you can see right here. Actually, I'll just draw it in a different color. I'll draw it in red. You can see, no, I'll draw it in pink. Okay, so we have this line right here, and then we have this, and we have this one right here. This could potentially be a very, very, very big bull flag in play. It definitely would not recommend throwing it out and not thinking about it, but it definitely has the potential to break bullish. There is a massive downtrend forming on the market. You can see we are finally running into the high-low MMA. So that 230% jump could potentially get us back up to all-time highs. Potentially very quick. Bitcoin likes to move very, very quick. You can see it's currently running on its high-low MMA, which is beautiful, guys. It really is. It went right back down, re-caught up to its high-low middle moving average. So nothing that I am potentially worried about. If we broke below this high-low MMA, yes, then I would be kind of worried. But for the most part, Bitcoin has always played above its high-low middle moving average, and you can see it only went back down to grab some more support from its high-low MMA. We're most likely going to bounce off that, if not right on this, but this is angled up, so we could slowly but surely reach a $10,000, $15,000 Litecoin by the end of the year if things go correctly. Let's see where this goes, guys. This could potentially start another higher low kind of set point. We could then move up to 11,000, fall back down to like 9 or 8, then break up again, go to 13, pull back down to 11, and you know what I'm saying? That kind of pattern. So to draw that out for you guys, it would look something like what it's doing right now, then back down. It could potentially move as such and continue to set those higher lows. The fact is, you know, we're looking at something that took around 8 months to pull back down and a couple months to pull back, to pull up or to break out. So this isn't a short-term thing. I'm not anticipating a $20,000 Litecoin in a week and a half. This is something that could potentially take a long time. You can see this breakout did not take a few days. This took, depending on where you want to start it, if we want to start it from my line, this took, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, over a month to gain that momentum. And you can see it really started down here. You know what I mean? Another thing to take note of is look at what happened right here. You guys can see when we finally closed this triangle, this breakout right here, we had an uptrend candle, then we fell all the way back down, and then we broke out. Here's an uptrend candle, we fell all the way back down, and this is now starting this candle right here. So there is the possibility that we could break out and we could go much higher. It's just going to take a longer period of time. So my personal advice, hold on to your coins. We are going to be joking about these prices in 3 or 4 years, guys. So Otherwise, I'm just going to jump onto Ethereum and Ripple so I don't make this a massively long episode. For those of you who are hodling Ripple, again, I think with the consolidation, it did fall. We are retesting this resistance level right here. So given a few days with enough volume pushing into Bitcoin, we should eventually, inevitably see this price catch back up to its high-low MMA at this level right here, kind of I'd say around 515 in terms of Ethereum. So it definitely could be a good buy. My personal recommendation. I personally may buy in, ride this back up to its high-low MMA at around 500, and then cash out and take some gains. Lastly, for those, I know Dave C has been asking me time in and time again about Ripple, so if he's following through with my episodes, he should see this and most likely will leave a comment. But lastly, you guys can see Ripple is forming a massive descending triangle. There is a massive, massive, massive downtrend on the market starting back on the 27th, January 27th, and you can see we are currently 7 months of consolidation, which is freaking wild, guys. 8 months, Two issues that I see, descending triangle being one, the high-low MMA is practically being unbroken since for about 8 months right now. Nothing has proven that it could break above here. Now that is a good sign in my opinion. We have not yet broken this support level right here. It's acting as a major support. So given that, if we do break bullish, we should shoot way above this high-low MMA and go pretty high very quickly. So definitely have my eyes on Ripple. But otherwise, that's going to sum up the episode for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Giveaway at $5,000 for some new crypto TV merchandise, maybe some other goodies. But otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.